What's up, guys? It's 7:26 a.m. Yeah, I know, not very early. I usually wake up early, but I fell asleep also at 2 a.m. or something, 3. And I woke up actually at 4:59. No, I lied. Went to bed at 2, and then I woke up at 4:59. No, 4:57 a.m. is when my alarm was set up by me. And I woke up actually, and I thought I'm gonna have an English class, but I didn't because they haven't found a teacher yet for me that would match my energy. No, just kidding. They didn't find a teacher for me yet, but they will in a few days. And what I was gonna say is not to brag about anything, but I wanted to say that people here in the USA, in Wales, they be like, alright, bye, don't work too hard. I'm like, what? What do you mean don't work too hard? If I'm not gonna work too hard, I'm gonna be an average person. I'm gonna be stuck in mediocrity. I don't want that. Just think about it. If I'm not gonna work hard, too hard actually. So they could say work hard but don't work too hard. But I'm gonna work as hard as possible, harder than anybody else. Because if I'm gonna work like everybody else, then I'm gonna be like everybody else. But if I'm gonna work harder than anybody else, then I'm not gonna be just an average person. I'm gonna be different. So that's why I wake up early, I go bed late. Well, I wouldn't recommend to lose your sleep though, but what I would recommend is work too hard when you're young, so that when you're older, you'd be like, oh, I'm so glad I worked hard when I was young. I mentioned people say, oh, I was young and stupid. And I pay attention when people say something. And when they say, oh, I was young and stupid, and I thought, I recorded from Snapchat. So it's only like 3-minute video limit. Anyway, people say, oh, I was young and stupid. And I heard it I heard it a lot when I was a kid. And I thought, I don't want to be young and stupid. I want to be young and smart. I thought, wait, they have regrets. They did something they shouldn't have done. They were drinking, they were smoking. So I learn from people. When people say something, I'm like, and I want to learn from it. You know what a wise man does? What he does is he doesn't learn from his mistakes. He learns from other people's mistakes. He learns from his mistakes too, but it's so much better when you learn from other people's mistakes. Do both. The person who never makes mistakes. A person who never makes mistakes is the one who doesn't do anything. So, I will make mistakes. You know what I did yesterday? I've poured 5 buckets of water in the middle of the stage. I opened the hole and put water in it. 5 buckets of water. The bucket was like this. Very big. Bigger than my head. My head is huge. And I've poured 5 buckets of water in it. And I shouldn't have put it there. I thought that's where we put the water in from the baptism. We had baptisms Sunday. And I've poured 5 buckets of water in it, imagine. And there were chords in it for all the sound, keys, everything. For the church, the lights, everything. But everything worked. Like nothing broke. There were no fire, no sparks, nothing. But it was funny. Don't do that though. Well, it's another funny story. Because I always do something, I might mess up, but I learn from it. Now I know that I'm not gonna pour another cut off, like 3 minutes. So now it's 6 and I'm on 7th minute. Yeah, I'm gonna finish now. So what's the takeaway? When people say don't work too hard, I'm like, what do you mean? Shut up. Work too hard? It's okay to make mistakes. Learn from them, though. The worst mistake is when you didn't learn from it. You have to learn from a mistake. And third, listen to me.